is the way of life of people, which includes food, music, the kind of occupation they do, and also the kind of things they believe in. All this comprises of culture. Even the way they dress is also culture. Today we're talking about culture, the culture of people in the country, the different cultures of people. And last week we had to talk about the Omala culture and the do's and the don'ts in the culture. My name is Maryval Eze. I'm reaching you live from SRTV studio here in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. And today we're talking about your culture, our culture, and also the interesting part of our culture and important things we need to learn about people's culture. And last week we had to talk about the Omala's culture in Kogi State, and we're able to get a lot of information about their culture and the things that are forbidden in the culture. Also, we had a guest from that same culture, from the Omala's culture, that was able to educate us more about the culture, how it's actually forbidden in their culture to sweep in the night, a lot of things about the culture that are forbidden, even the marriage path, how infidelity is actually forbidden in their culture. So we're able to learn a lot of things about their culture, the interesting parts, and also how they are good in farming. So, and we're able to learn, yeah. So also the viewers, I believe they're able to get a lot of information that they needed about the culture, and that is the importance of this show, where we get to call people, we bring them in to tell us more about their culture and the things we need to know. And by so doing, we're able to learn more about different people's culture. And today on this show, I'll be bringing in a guest that will be telling us more about the culture, because today we'll be talking about the Aramakolo culture in Ekiti State. Yes, today we're walking down to Ekiti State to know about them, the town, the villages, their masquerade, things that are forbidden in their culture, the things that are not forbidden, the things that are accepted, and interesting parts of the culture. But what can you say about this culture? What are the interesting things you can say about this culture, and the things that you would love to know about the culture? The Aramoko culture in Ekiti, it is the headquarters of Ekiti West local government in Ekiti State. It is an ancient town with access road to all parts of Ekiti and Osun State. It is approximately 26 kilometers to Ado Ekiti. The capital of Ekiti State, 15 kilometers to Ijere Ekiti, 15 kilometers to Warm Spring at Ikogosi Ekiti, and about 42 kilometers to Elisha in Osun State. From time immemorial, Aromoko Ekiti has been a sovereign town. The founder and the first ruler was one of the 16 obers and foremost paramount rulers in Yoruba land, with full traditional rights and authority to wear without any harm or danger. Original. Special beaded crown decorated with 16 birds. The Eyi Oyin, the Eyi Okin, Eyiri Okin symbolized it was bestowed on him by the Oduduwa, the progenitor of all Yoruba race, and other emblems of ruling authority before they were sent out of Ile-Ife, the cradle of Yoruba race, to search for suitable land on which they could set up their respective kingdoms, independent of one's another control as an ancient town. Its history dates back to many centuries ago. Aramoko Ekiti has a unique historical beginning with very rich traditional and cultural heritage to be proud of. In those olden days, the administration of the town was entirely in the hands of a council of 17 high chiefs, which also constitute the kingmakers. Chief Ologbodu, which is called Eyi Lobudu, is a woman, which is traditionally recognized as the head of all the women folk in Aramoko Kingdom. Ruling houses, these are three ruling houses in Aramoko Kingdom: the Olokun, the Akin Baloye, and the Arakale. Due to peaceful coexistence and traditional hospitality of the people of Aramoko, many people have come to Aramoko Kingdom to settle and make a living, either as a farmer, traders, profession, and civil servant. Now you can see that in this culture, they are not just based on a particular thing. They can actually be a farmer, trader, professions, and civil servants. A lot of things can be done, not like maybe they actually focus on just farming. They have a lot of things that can actually move here, and people from different places come into this community. It is not restricted from strangers. Now you can see. Okay, it is interesting to know that some communities such as Igbos, the Urobos, the Ishekiris, the Hausas, the Oyos, and the Igbiras, A lot of them have settled and intermarried with the indigens. Agriculture is the main traditional occupation of the community. They have a lot of things they do, but agriculture is the main thing, yes, in the community. This is supplemented by pretty trading by the women folk. The farmers cultivate wide range of food crops: yam, cassava, maize, rice, plantain, and banana. The cash crops are mainly cocoa, kola nut, and tea. Some past Alara of Aramoko Oduduwa, the progenitor of the Yoruba race, has two sons, the Okambi and the Olufun or Ramiyan. Was the first son of Okambi, while Adimola succeeded Oduduwa on the throne as Ile Ife, the cradle of all Yoruba race. Other sons of Olofin, Are, Ajero, Oragun, and Owa Obokun. In the olden days, Alamoye was the 10th Alara relocated the throne from Oham to the present site of Ara the thereafter, installed his nephew as Olahan of Eri Jiyan to look after the sacred sites of the towns and villages making up Ara Mokoland. Now you see how the Ara Mokoland was being made. It is not actually talking about the culture without getting to know the history of this culture. Now you can see that the history is so important. So you get to learn more. The traditional institutions of Aramoko are very much alive to date. Special festivals for peace, good harvest. Indeed, it should be a peaceful land because it is a land where people, a lot of people from different states, from different cultures, get to settle in and doing a lot of things there. Okay, good harvest, prevention of disease and deaths by young people, a stage or held annually and occasionally as they are due to such ancestral gods such as Ogun, Ijuku, Alele, Orisa, Owa, Runla, and all the Gib Osuns of Ara, the two of the important annual events which attract many visitors to the town are the Olokun Festival and also the Odun Egungun Ara Festival. Now you see that this culture is so interesting. First of all, introducing the culture, I think I'm beginning to love it. I'm beginning to love the uniqueness of this culture. And the Aramoko Ekiti, it is the headquarters of the Ekiti West local government area in Ekiti State. It is also the ancient town with access roads to all parts of the Ekiti. While the Aramco is peaceful, neat, and rich in culture, as one walks down the street, one could hardly find a piece of paper on the ground. Now they're getting to tell us now that this particular community is so neat. Yes, you want to get to see a neat place, come to Aramco. It is neat and you can and hardly find piece of papers on the ground. While the beautifully architectural design Oba's Palace is decorated with many artifacts with captivating wall murals of different artistic drawings. The monarch of the town is Alara of Aramoko, and the current one is Oba Adegoke Olu Adeyemi in the town. According to the tradition, immediately a new king is installed, he is one of the chiefs who actively participated in the business of electing him, must on the very day become arch enemies. Both of them would invoke supernatural powers to curse each other. According to the Alara of Aramuko, it is a tradition that newly installed monarch must not see eye to eye with the particular chief who was part of the selection and installation process of the new Oba. It is a tradition that is how we met it. Okay, it has been there and it is still practiced. It has not been changed. Yeah. Ask what will happen if they both accidentally meet each other. The monarch recalled an interesting incident. It was when one of the former monarchs and the chief unknowingly attended the same function in the town. When this chief heard that the Alara was at the same function, he ran like a hunted antelope that sighted a hunter in the bush. This action caused a stir and amused as well as embarrassed the people who were present at the event. However, according to the Alara, things have changed due to religion. He said, today we have modified the system. The chief and the newly installed monarch would exchange prayers and shower blessings on each other before they finally depart and would not see eye to eye again for the rest of their lives. Well, this is rigid if you ask me. It is not easy though. We have stopped all these manners of courses and replaced it with prayers and blessing. Okay, and also the Oba Adeyemi stated that during his own coronation as the present Oba, the chief in question did not only congratulate him but also prayed for him for a successful reign. In his words, he congratulated me and advised me to uphold the Aramoko heritage. He urged me to consolidate the position of the ancient town in the Yoruba land. The chief urged me not to allow Western culture to erode the traditional values of their dear town. Yeah, that is where respect for culture and value for culture comes in. He, however, pointed out that after the prayer session, they went their different ways, not to meet each other forever again. Wow. No exposure of plantain and no roasting of yams. In other neighboring towns and cities where it is a common practice to open carry bunches of plantain across the street or roast tubers of yam or cooked in the open with the smoke going up. However, in Aramoko Ekiti, these are forbidden. If it's in Port Harcourt right now, we have the bole, yes, where you see them roasting plantain publicly and all of that. And right now in Aramoko, the culture, they're trying to tell you that this thing is forbidden. It is not accepted. Yes, it is forbidden here. And that is where difference in culture comes in. What is accepted here, it is forbidden in another place. So it's just for you to learn to respect them and get to know them. So you just know your ground, where you stand and all of that. Okay, the monarch confirmed this. He said it is a taboo for anybody to parade streets of Aramoko with a bunch of plantain. It must be in pieces, unlike it sounds like Ikere, Eyin, and Ifaki. It is against Aramoko tradition to roast yam for sale. You see, it is against the Aramoko tradition to roast yam for sale. According to the monarch, these forbidden practices make the town to be peaceful and untainted, he said. The town is peaceful, silent, and everybody goes about doing his own business. But the question is, what kind of business do they do if you cannot roast yam in public and plantain and all of that? Because I believe a lot of people can actually roast yam and make money from it. People will come and buy and all of that, but you cannot roast it in public. So what do they do? And I believe we're still going to learn more as time goes on. We're still going to learn. Like I actually said, I'm going to bring in a guest on this show that will tell us more about this Aramoko in Ekiti State. Let's get to know the uniqueness of this culture and why are these things a taboo? Why is it a taboo actually? Because it's something we see as a normal thing, but right now here it is a taboo, and I believe there are reasons for this, and they'll tell us. We'll get to know more. Okay, it is hard to know where Oba the Alara stands when it comes to religion, as he copiously quoted from the Bible, Quran, and some traditional sources as he spoke. In fact, placed before him was a copy of the Holy Bible, the Quran, and the artifacts that represent the traditional institution. When asked what his belief is, he declared, "As an Oba, I identify with my people equally, regardless of their religion. Infinities, though I am a Muslim, I am well versed in the Bible and Christian doctrine. And as a Yoruba man who appreciates the origin, I am a home with traditional echoes of the Yoruba nation. We shouldn't forget that too. Yes, the Oba should oversee the welfare of the people." Now, one thing I got to learn about this is they have respect for people's religion. The fact that you are a Christian doesn't mean you should disrespect the Muslim and all of that. It's just difference in religion, but respect should be accorded to each person's religion. And there's one thing that these people are known for. What are they known for? The Aramoko in Ekiti State. Now you see that you can actually roast yam in the public and all of that. It's forbidden, right? But now they are known for this particular name, and which is the main staple food of the Ekiti is pounded yam and vegetable soup. Yes. What is their food? Pounded yam and vegetable soup. In case you want to know, what are these people known for? Is it the amala? Because we believe that maybe the amala is for, because you are Yoruba. It is, yeah, amala. I think it's the public food, but this one pounded yam and vegetable soup. And also they always say that the Aramoko in Ekiti State is a place where food cannot be cooked in the public. Why is it that the food cannot be cooked in the public? What actually happened and what conspired to this? We get to know that. Okay, viewers, I'll be going on a quick break, and when I come back, I'll be coming back with my guest. Let's get to know more about the Aramoko in Ekiti State and why food cannot be cooked in the public. Why are these things a taboo in their land? Viewers, stay back, and I'll be right back after this quick break.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jet Play, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Okay, my people, it cannot be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride this.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bijiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week.
Okay, my people, it cannot be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride this.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture.
Welcome back from that quick break. Like I did promise that I'll be coming back with my guests on this show, Our Culture, Your Culture, where we get to know about people's culture, an interesting part of the culture. And I have here with my guest. Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing today, sir? Okay, so please can you tell us your name and where you are presently?
My name is Aishimosuke Obama for coverage of that Lua or that people for someone. They don't think about okay, no. I'm coming from Aramoko.
Okay, Aramoko in Ekiti State. Okay, so how is the place right now? Okay, so tell us about Aramoko in Ekiti State. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what are the things that people farm in your community? Wow, that's interesting. Okay, now while introducing the show, you understand. So I was able to inform the viewers just little of the history about the Aramoko, and we got to see that they are great farmers, right? the farmer. So and also they don't just farm; they're also traders and civil servants, right? So, but as a trader, what's the kind of things they do as a trader?
As a trader, we sell rice, we sell red oil,
Okay,
we sell, yeah, we sell palm oil, and palm oil. We sell palm oil that either is supposed to have the trade that go and also sell it to farm.
wow. Okay, so can you tell us the kind of food you people have, the kind of food you prepare in your community and all of that, just like the name and how they are being prepared.
Food,
Yeah,
yeah, like in our area, they like pounded yam.
pounded yam.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, we're able to get the information rightly that you're right, sir. You people, your major food is people cook.
yeah. Then now we getting yam, then we go to farm or put yam in the farm.
Okay.
So when they go to one bigger, when they eat, they sit there with that yam. We can eat and the yam up to 2 3 times a day.
Okay, now that comes to the question I want to ask. You said you put in Ekiti State, you put love yam, right? Now, talking about your history, we got to find out that is it true that you cannot roast yam in the public? It's forbidden, like it's a taboo.
Yeah, in our area, yeah, we have some taboo and we have some culture in our area.
Yes, because I saw something
The
like
one that
Aramoko in Ekiti State,
yeah,
where food cannot be cooked in the public. How comes about that? What actually happened?
in my area, like I'm living in Georgia. There's some
Okay.
one area we don't pay that they don't bring to my town, they don't put it in our place, they don't put it in our president. If you want to do that, you go far area and go and do that.
The
That is
yam,
not
right?
the Mura. So
I,
you can't bring the Mura to my community, to my town, to part of my town now.
okay, so why is it a taboo?
Because why is it a because of people are not our grandfather. Maybe that is power of it.
A cause to
So
roast
when
yam
I
in the
say
public.
all this and the community of one unit, you know my issue.
Okay, wait. A cause to roast yam in the public. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, but
You said it's like a taboo, it's like a cause. To roast yam in the
yeah,
public in Aramoko, like it's a cause to roast yam, right? Okay, now I want to ask. I think getting to talk about this place, we got to find out that there are a lot of traders in your community and all of that. As a trader, right? Or maybe as a woman selling. So you are not allowed to, like, there are people that they will roast yam and people will come and buy and eat maybe for afternoon food, or you understand, maybe people that are hungry. People sell yam, sell roasted yam. So now, getting to talk about or getting to know about the history, I heard you are not allowed to roast yam in the public. It is forbidden. It's just like a
no,
taboo.
no, 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 no,
So
no.
now there are no women selling roasted yam in Aramoko.
Let me correct you. Don't you put that up there.
Okay.
The roasted yam in Amoko. They do everything in Amoko. Don't yam like of yam. I just put it in that in Yoruba language. We call it Ebura.
Ebura.
Ebura. That Ebura is another yam. And they can't even roast it for the year. There is no one who can roast the yam. They only roast it. They can't roast that yam. They only put it. I get. We didn't say that too.
Okay, it's not all yam that they cannot roast in the public.
No, 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 no. Not of yam.
Okay, now let me ask. In a situation whereby as maybe as somebody that actually just entered into the Aramoko community, you don't know much, or you cannot differentiate the yam that cannot be roasted in the public with the one that can be roasted in the public. Now, and you happen to roast this thing in the public, unknowing to
They don't
you.
bring it to back. They don't even bring it to market.
Okay, okay. But now let me ask, if you even violate this law, what will happen to you? Is there any repercussion that comes with you violating this law? The
Yeah,
consequences?
no. It's a forbidden because they will not allow you to bring it to our market to sell it.
Like seriously? Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow, wow. This is serious. So what about the plantain? I heard something like cannot roast
Yeah, we
plantain.
take plantain. We can take plantain and it's forbidden to bring when you go to buy now. Yes, that was one. Don't the real plantain that they used to roast. That's why we can bring it into town. But that one day, you want to come into town for
You must cut it to pieces. The plantain. But why? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, now, you've been able to educate us about the kind of, and I believe the viewers are actually getting to learn more about this culture. Now, we are thinking that it's just maybe all the yam that you cannot roast in the public. You understand? Because of that saying that welcome to Aramoko, a city where food cannot be cooked in the public. Now, you've been able to clear this part of letting them understand that it is not every yam. There's a particular yam that you are not allowed to roast in the public, right? And the plantain part, not like you carrying a full plantain to the market or so. You need to cut it into pieces. And I believe this one has been cleared. So now, apart from the part that yams cannot be roasted in the public, some yam, you understand, cannot be roasted in the public. What other thing is forbidden in your culture? Okay. Okay, women are not allowed to go there. Okay, okay, okay. So sorry, in your culture, right? Is there anything like women or a woman ruling a particular place in your culture? Or is just centered around just the men becoming the leaders of every part of your culture? But parts. Tell us the okay. Okay, now let me ask. So, as a married woman in your culture, are you allowed to cheat? If you cheat, is there any consequences that you will face as someone that is unfaithful to maybe her husband? Okay. Okay. Okay, now you don't get what I'm saying. As a married woman in your culture, are you allowed to cheat? Or if you cheat, there is a repercussion that comes with it. You are not allowed to cheat, right? So as a married woman, if you cheat on your husband, what will happen to the person? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? If a married woman cheats in your culture, what will happen to the woman? You do what? Anyone that cheat on her husband in your culture, what will happen to the person? Any woman, can you hear me? Any woman that is married, and actually went further to sleep with another man that is not her husband, what will happen to the person? Okay, she actually committed adultery, right? So what will happen? Okay. Okay. Okay, so what if the woman didn't get to confess? What if she had to just keep it to herself? What will happen to her? Okay, she'll fall sick. Okay, okay, okay. These are things I actually want to know. Okay, now let's come down to your masquerade part. Tell us about your masquerade. Tell us about the kind of masquerade you people have. The kind of masquerade you have in your community. Okay, okay. But are they actually dangerous? Are they harmful to the people? Oh wow. Okay, so what time of the year do they come out? Is a particular time, maybe a particular month in a year that they come out? Next week Tuesday. Okay, of this month, August. So which other month do they come out in a year? Okay, it's okay now. Your masquerade is just every August that they come out in a year. In every year, just August, right? Okay, just August. Okay. Now tell us about your New Year festival. At least we've been able to know that you pull up and the jam and egusi soup. So I believe you have yam, right? So how do you go about your New Year festival? Okay, every month of September. Okay. Wow, wow. Okay, now tell us what you actually love about your culture. Tell us what you love about your culture. Everything, like everything. Ah. So which means on your own part, you don't feel the need that anything should be changed in your culture, right? You actually don't see the need that anything should be changed in your culture. Everything is nothing. A lot of people. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, me at first I was thinking that maybe the yam part, maybe when you roast them in the public, maybe it will amount to something so harmful to you as a person. That was how I was trying to understand that. Okay, oh, if you happen to roast this particular yam in the public, what will happen to the person? Can you still at least tell us more about it? Let's get to know. I say, can you hear me? You know, you talked about how people are actually coming to your place and stay peaceful, right? And lots of I think we have to talk about we saw something about your community is a neat place, that you hardly see pieces of paper on the ground. How truthful is this?
Yeah, in our culture, you know, culture is the identity.
Yeah,
Our
sure.
very Catholic because in our culture, today our during our young person, I think during Coco festival now, we move back there, we move back there, we move back there, we set up ceremony. Then we buy dog, they will cook for dog, they will kill the dog, we will eat together, we will eat together in the presence of everybody. They will start eating, everybody will be there, everything they have.
I think you just said something about Cocoa Festival. Is there anything like Cocoa Festival? You just said something about Cocoa Festival. Is there anything like Cocoa Festival?
Yeah, so festival, you have much of festival because our people by month, by the month of September now, we started coming out to that place.
Okay, but
And
you people farm cocoa, right?
yeah, thank you a lot. Yeah, people are not being
Wow, wow, that's good. Okay, now I still want to get this. It's very important. That particular yam, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I just want to get this very clear. So I believe you should please just help us explain this part. Let me get this particular yam that cannot or that should not be roasted in public. If anyone violate that law and roast that yam in public, you said they don't even sell it in the market, right? But if peradventure it happens that somebody has to sell it in the market, what will happen to the person when he or she get to roast this yam in the public space?
yeah, because even whoever that want to cook it, they go different packets of people who that if you want to do that, you can go and do that in your room.
If you do that, what will happen to you?
If you don't focus in presence of anything, you don't think it will happen to you.
But what if you do it in presence of people? What will happen? I want to know what will happen if you violate that law. This one, you're not trying to dodge it. No, me, I don't want you to dodge it too. I want you to tell me. That is the importance of this show. So we get to educate people about people's culture.
Yeah, I understand it.
Yes.
Anything I know they do it and you it in the presence of people, I know the not to shut up.
Your mouth is swell up.
Yeah, you have to shut up.
Oh, okay. I was thinking something that can actually lead to death. So, okay. Wow, 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 wow. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. You have river in your community. River. Is there anything like river in your community? Okay. Mm. Wow. Let me know. But since you say you have up to like three rivers in your community, is there anyone that is harmful to strangers among those rivers you have? You say you have like up to three rivers in your community, right? Okay, now talking about the river, is there anyone that is harmful to strangers? Okay, no one is harmful. Okay, okay, okay. Now I want to understand this. In some culture, for example, there are people that can actually get married to their daughters anywhere. Can you hear me? It's not everybody that comes to the village to do traditional marriage and all of that, but there are some cultures that you must go to the village, to that land, you understand, and get married to that particular girl. Why some culture you can actually get married to the person anywhere, whether you're in Abuja, whether you're in Lagos, whether you're in Jos, you understand, you can get married to her and you must not come back to that her community to get married to her. So in your own culture, if for example they marry any of your daughters, any girl from your community, eh in any other place, maybe the person actually didn't come back to get married to the person, but they get married to the person in any other place, is there anything that will happen to the person, or is it accepted in your culture? Oh wow, okay. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Like you've been able to like educate us more about your culture, and I'm actually loving this because your culture is so unique, and I'm so grateful for the time you've put in on this show to educate us about your culture. Yes, you put have anything like high institution in your community, or maybe hospitals. You understand anything like that?
I don't understand the question.
Do you have like hospital in your community, or like all this in higher institution apart from secondary school and primary school?
What your kids do that show them what they are that you very sure they are not the most one. Very
Okay,
sure.
okay. But I believe there are good hospitals, right?
Because you know, that you can play the institution to have a water.
Okay, so what about
We
hospitals?
have people in land, we have we have a land that very people that for everybody, maybe for institution, for anything, for company, they want to work in our area.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
That's good. But you have good hospitals.
I mean,
You have good hospitals in your communities.
what do you say?
You have good hospitals in your
We have
community.
good hospital, we have better hospital, we have people that are in our place, and we get that in our place.
Wow,
Like, we have people that have seen of service hospital in our place.
wow. That's good. There's something I want to know more about your culture. It's about the king stuff. There's something about maybe you're not going to see the king forever again in your life, something like that. So I think that the Oba they don't get to see each other. It's actually forbidden. Why?
So, it's not during this Yam festival.
Yeah.
We have some kings that the king made that. Like,
Okay.
they got one of the kings that teach people to spirit. You
Okay.
have you have to look at the people of kings make that when they have to have there are some that are also can teach you and do the harvest program. And there are some chiefs that they can also do that in that place. Till after 7 days.
Okay. But is there any particular culture that maybe two kings are not allowed to see each other forever?
No, have that kind of culture that place.
Even the Oba, nothing like that, right?
No.
Okay, maybe it's actually abolished and all of that. Okay, so before you go, we just want to ask you a few questions. Thank you so much for your time, for actually being part of the show, and for actually helping us to get to know more about the Aramoko culture in Ekiti State. So tell us what do you people call father in your language? What do you call father? Papa, baba. Okay. So what about Pepe? Pepe, ata. There's something like market. What do you people call market in your culture? You said Oja. Okay, I think I'm learning Yoruba today. I'm actually learning Yoruba. Okay, so what do you call bag? Bag. 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 Yes. Like bag that they used to put clothes inside bag. Can you hear me? Like bag, bag now, the one that you can put clothes inside. What do they call bag? Sorry, I didn't get you clearly. Say words. You said you call it what? Baggy. Agbekopa. Oh, wow. So what about food? Food. Food. What do they call food? The food you eat. Oje. Okay, before you go, lastly, tell me what you call book and what you call chair. Chair is chair. Okay, lastly, what about book? Book. Book. Sue? Iwe? Wow, thank you so much. Mr. Oladipo, thank you. Thanks for being part of the show, and thanks for being able to create time to educate us about the Romoko culture in Ekiti State. Your culture is so beautiful, it's so unique, and it's so fun to know. It's so interesting. Thanks so much. Do have a lovely day, sir. Okay, bye bye. Okay, hello viewers. We've been on the show with Mr. Oladipo, and he has been able to educate us more about the Aramoko culture in Ekiti State, and be able to learn more about the culture. Yes, and I believe the viewers also they've been able to learn more about this culture, the interesting part of this culture. Like I said, there are a lot of unique cultures that believes in their own thing. They believe in a lot of things that you actually see that maybe this thing is not no more, or maybe to us in our culture we actually don't accept this, but in another culture it is accepted. That is why I said it is good to respect people's culture. Let's get to respect them and have values for them. Yeah, that is what makes us one as people. Okay, viewers, don't go anywhere. We'll be going on a quick break, and when I come back, we still have a lot to talk about this beautiful culture. A lot of things, so a lot of interesting things that you would love to know. The traditional marriage and the masquerade that I would love our viewers to see. Don't go anywhere, viewers. Stay with us. For right back after this quick break.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wileke, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates: 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue: Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Ice Prince. Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to event@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and Tap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Zamani. I can't wait to ride this.
Feeling the boy, feeling the boy. Okay, it's so exciting.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy.
That quick break. We're still on the show. Our culture, your culture, where we get to know more about people's culture and the uniqueness of people's culture. And we actually had a guest that I've been able to talk more about his culture, which is the Romoko culture in Ekiti State. And the interesting part of this culture, the things that are forbidden, the things that are taboos in the culture, and I've been able to learn. And I know that my viewers also have been able to learn too. Okay, and now I actually want us to see a video of their traditional ceremony. Yes, the introduction ceremony of these people. How fun it is and how interesting it is, and I know our viewers will love it. Okay, viewers, see this video with me. Welcome back, viewers, and I believe you loved that video, right? The introduction ceremony. And you see how fun it is. That is one lovely thing about Yoruba people. I'm not just talking about the Ramoko culture, just only the Ramoko culture in Ekiti State. These things is applicable to Yoruba people. You see them whenever they want to do a ceremony. You see that joy in them. You see that uniqueness. You see that togetherness. You see them praying. You see them singing. They want. I was actually just wondering, like, you want to see a particular woman that can sing. Yeah, they don't even need the DJ and all of that. You see this particular woman that can sing or one that can pray, they'll pray for the couples, a lot of prayers will be said and all of that. And that is actually what helped my viewers to see this video of the introduction ceremony, how fun it is. And now we're going down to the masquerade. Yes. And how people have gathered to watch the masquerade. And you see how fun it is, right? Okay, guys, I want you to see this video of the masquerade. Hello viewers, welcome back, and I believe you loved the video, right? The video of the masquerade. It's difficult to talk about a culture or to find a culture without masquerade. Now you see that this masquerade is a traditional something, it is everywhere, and a lot of people love it, a lot of people love to see it. Yes, and this is the first time I'm talking about a culture where it is said that you cannot cook in the open. You'll be able to see and get to know why it is happening this way. And about the yam, we've been able to understand that it is not all the yam. Oh, there's a particular yam that you are not allowed to roast in the public. At first, I was like, God, how possible? How can they cook? Because getting to know their best food, I happen to see that is the pounded yam and the egusi soup. So if you love yam, how comes you can't roast yam? So now I've been able to get this straight. Yes, when you're not informed about a particular thing, you have this wrong perception about it. I've been able to get the right information we needed to know. Like there's a particular yam that you cannot roast in the public for their own reason, and it has been there for long. Also talking about the plantain, yes. Before you take the plantain to the market or before you make use of it, you have to just cut it into pieces and not just taking, you can see people holding big bunch of plantain and all of that. It's not like that. Their own is different. And that is where culture comes in. This culture is different, and I love one thing about this culture. A lot of people are free to enter into their communities. Yes, the Shekiris, the Igbos, Edo people, a lot of people, even the Delta, yeah, you are free to come in, and it's a clean place. The culture is so clean. The Aremoko culture is so fun. Yeah, that's so interesting. I love the culture. It's so unique. I love everything about this culture so far that I've been able to see. And the marriage part, which is so important. As a woman, if you get to cheat, now you see that there's the consequences that comes with it. Yes, sickness and all of that. Their culture does not permit cheating. So I believe their culture has respect for people. Talking about what they farm, yes, cocoa, farm cocoa, they farm cola nuts, yam, and all of that. Yes, so and I just happened to hear that they have the cocoa festival. This is the first time I'm hearing it. So it means cocoa is also important to them and they farm cocoa. So that is just it. The Ramoko culture is a unique culture. It's a beautiful culture. It's a fine culture, like with a lot of interesting stories, a lot of interesting things that you would love or you would have loved while hearing about it. And if you ask me personally, I love this culture. It's also unique in its own ways. Okay, everyone, this would be a good place for me to wrap up the show about the Remoko culture in Ekiti State. And we'll be able to learn, to be able to get to know the do's and the don'ts in the culture, the things that are interesting about the culture, just like our guest said. And there is nothing that he want them to change. Everything about the culture is so good. He loves everything about the culture. It's so interesting. He didn't feel the need that anything should be changed. So that's but a lot of people come in and tell you that okay, this thing is a kind of rigid, they should change. It's like just like I do ask. You feel like this thing is so rigid in your culture, it should be changed, right? What is that thing that should be changed? But here he has been able to tell us that nothing should be changed. And about the river part, they have like three rivers. Now you see, this culture is so unique, this culture is so beautiful, and I love the Remoko culture in Ekiti State. Okay, I remain your girl Maryval Eze. Don't forget to follow us on our social media page. We are on Instagram, not just YouTube. SRTV World on Instagram and on Twitter. You can actually click on our subscribe button. Click and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a lot of beautiful things. Now you see this culture now, we are educating you. So we have a lot of education that will bring to you a lot of entertainment, a lot of things you love. And please don't forget to leave us with your comments. Let's get to know your thoughts. SRTV is here to serve you better. Remain your girl, everybody. See you again next time, same station. Bye.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music,